the bed down. I said, put the bed down. Estelle, sweetheart, please just put the bed down. I am trying to get some of my tools. Put the bed down. I said, oh, hold the bed up. We are trying to fix a bed in one of our rooms. She thinks that I intentionally try to make her mad. I would never do anything to make my dear, sweet Estelle mad. Estelle, put the bed down. I said, put the bed down. Oh, hold it up. See, you see, Caesar has issued a decree that everyone in the land must be counted. And Bethlehem is packed with people. I've never seen anything like it before. The vendors, they're out selling like mad. The economy has never seen better days. I tell you, it would take a miracle to top what I've seen in Bethlehem. A complete miracle.
Excuse me?
Pardon me?
Can you describe your rooms for me?
What?
Your rooms. I need a place to stay.
Oh, I'm sorry. All our rooms are full. There are no vacancies.
Are you telling me? I mean, this whole census thing. I wasn't even going to come, but then my CPA said I had to, so here I am.
You're out of luck here, ma'am.
Come on. You have to have something. I mean, obviously, I've got money. And I know I didn't misread the sign.
The sign? What sign? I turned the vacancy sign off like...
No. Not that. The star over there. You know, I've been following that star for like half an hour, and I just knew it meant vacancies, but apparently it meant unvacancies. I mean, that star, you can't deny it shining right over your inn. Come to think of it, it's shining over your barn, but you wouldn't put anyone in your barn, would you?
Oh, no, not even a pregnant woman.
What?
Nothing. Keep talking.
Okay, well, where can I stay? There has to be something around that barn.
Let's see. There's a motel. 1, 2, 3. 6 motels down.
Oh yeah, Motel 6. Looks like they left their light on for me.
Looks like it.
Well, thank you, and Merry Census.
What?
Merry Census. I mean, this has got to be the biggest time of year economically. I even trademarked the phrase, Merry Census.
Oh, okay then. Merry Census.
You owe me $1.
Oh, forgive me for being so rude. My name is Stuart, and I own this inn. My wife Estelle would probably tell you differently. She'd tell you I only work here part-time. Half-heartedly even at that. Estelle, put the bed down. I said put the bed down. No, I didn't say shed a few pounds. I said put the bed down. The evening is upon us, and I've already turned people away. Half a dozen, if not more. There's this one couple, fisherman and his wife, newborn baby in their arms. John, I think they said his name was. I visited them a while. They said they wanted his son to do more than just write books all day. When I inquired more about it, they said they wanted him to write books about the meaning of life. Now, I am a simple man who's never even thought about those kinds of things. So I told them it would take a divine revelation to show your son John the meaning of life. He said, that's what I'm hoping for. There was this other couple. They left a lasting impression on me. The two looked very tired. The girl, she said to me, please sir, do you have anywhere for us to stay? I told them, like I told everyone else, I'm sorry, there are no vacancies. She said, please sir, you have to have somewhere. We've been traveling 90 miles. My husband, he's been on foot this entire time. Now, I'm a businessman first. I always have been. So I told them, when I tell you that I was about to turn them away for a second time, please don't think me rude. My wife did. She did this thing. She jabbed me in the side with her elbow. At that moment, I knew I had two options. One, find a place for them to sleep. Or two, find a place for me to sleep. My wife Estelle, she noticed something that I had totally missed. The girl, she was pregnant. I instantly knew I couldn't just leave her out in the cold, but where could I put them? I got to thinking, and the only thing that came to mind was the barn. Now, my mother would roll over in her grave if she knew I was putting people in the barn. It's full of stench and hay, manure and animals. No place to put 2 people. But it was all I had. So I told them, you can have the barn. She said, thank you. And they walked away. And the husband, he turned, he looked at me, and he said, God bless you. Put his hand on his wife's stomach and said, because he's about to bless us. I tell you, there was something different about those 2 people. If only you saw the way he treated her. No, the way they treated each other. The only word that comes to mind is kind of a quirky word. We don't use this word a lot, but the word is...
I hate to bother you.
What? No problem at all.
I'm afraid the birth will be sooner rather than later. I need something to wrap the baby in. Anything will do.
Oh, of course. You stand there. There are so many people. This way I know where to find you. Estelle, are you still holding the bed up? Why don't you just put it down? I'm on to something else.
God, this isn't how I thought it would be. I don't really want Mary to hear this, but I'm overwhelmed. This child is on the way and I'm not ready. Lord, this is how you saw Mary and my life forming together? I mean, I know I was born into the lineage of David, but seriously, this? What business do I have raising a king? You know me as a humble man, not an irresponsible one. But look at where I've landed us. In a barn. I've planned things out my whole life. I've worked hard and I've saved my money. And I'm just trying to do everything right here. Others, they planned for this census. They got here early. And what did I do? I showed up with my pregnant wife, hours from birth, after a 90-mile journey. And I can't even find us a room. This just isn't how I imagined bringing a child into this world. Especially yours. I don't talk about dreams much. I'm a carpenter, not a poet. What good are dreams other to disappoint us in the end? So that's my father talking. But Mary, she tried to tell me that you had other plans for us. I didn't believe her. Tried every which way to get out of it all. But then you showed up. In a dream. Again, maybe that's the only way I would listen to you. When I was dead asleep. I know. I'm certainly not the first person to have his plans rearranged by you. And I won't be the last either. But I gotta tell you, this one feels like it's set with thorns. But also like it's gonna change the world. It's just, I'm not sure if I'm the world-changing kind of father. There are a lot of other men who are braver than me. Look, I know who I am, and you've got the wrong guy. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, I'm not enough. But if you see a flicker of hope inside this sawdust-covered heart of mine, I'm willing to take that detour. A really big detour. But I promise you this. Even if I don't feel like enough sometimes, I'll still give you all that I have.
Here, I got some stuff for you. Now you can... Oh, boy. you alright?
Daddy's taking care of everything. Thank you.
The word I was thinking of when it came to those two. Holy. Yes, in some odd way, the two that entered Miami, they were just different. Speaking of different, my wife. Estelle! Are you still holding the bed up? Why don't you just put it down? I said... Holy. I think I was almost too busy to miss it. I'll be right there, sweetheart. I'll be right there. Estelle! Estelle! Where are you? Estelle, the bed is finished. What are you doing?
Look at that star.
It's a star, Estelle. What about it?
It's so big, so bright. I've never seen anything like it.
A star is a star is a star, Estelle. Let's turn it. You're not gonna budge, are you? At least have your coffee.
No, coffee will keep me up.
Not this coffee, it's a decaf.
It smells like regular.
That's the secret of Pharaoh's new, naturally brewed decaf coffee. Smells, tastes like regular, it's decaffeinated.
I'm not holding a cup with coffee that smells like regular. I don't trust that.
Why not?
Because I've been holding up a bed for 10 minutes and my arms are tired, sweetie. Stuart, the star. I'm mesmerized by it. I wonder if it's guiding some weary traveler tonight. Can you imagine, hear me out, if there was someone in the desert and they only had a star as their guide?
It would take a very wise man to answer that question.
Ooh, those are the good bagels. Where'd you get them?
These? I bought a whole slew of them down by Old Man Moses' Deli. Across the street down there. Great bagel.
Is that butter on it?
Actually, no. It's a butter substitute. Half the calories of your regular margarine or butter.
That looks like regular butter,
It-
Stuart.
It's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I tell you, Estelle, we're probably the only two people up tonight. We're up, and the shepherds are up. Why do they keep going into our barn?
Maybe they know the couple inside.
Oh, yeah, the couple. What were their names again?
Mary and...
Joe, I think. All right, Estelle. Do one more good look at that star, and let's turn it. All right, let's go.
Stuart, what do you think the star means?
Blue light special? I don't know.
I'm serious, Stuart. What if it's a God?
You're getting loopy on me again. You've been down this road before.
Stuart, wait. It could mean something.
Enough of this.
Stuart, give it a chance.
I said enough.
My husband, Stuart, is a good man, but I feel like he's too busy and misses out on the blessings of life. Don't get me wrong, he's a sweet, kind, and gentle husband. And other times, he's a perfect example of why mothers eat their young. See, I have a joy in my heart for God, and I would love to share that with him if only he would let me.
My wife, Estelle, a marvelous woman. There's no doubt about it. Sometimes I think she gets a little too caught up in what she calls these God things. She tries to correlate everything in her life with God. Perfect example, that star. She wants to somehow correlate that star with a God. It's absurd. But at other times, I look at the inner peace she has, and I must say, I want some of it. I often find myself shying away, thinking, I won't be good enough. I wish God would just appear in the flesh. God in the flesh. Now that would be a miracle. My wife Estelle, she sees miracles all the time. I guess we'll just have to keep looking for one.
I guess
I desire intimacy?
What?
Nothing. Do me a favor and tell those shepherds to get out of our barn. Tell them I have to pay rent like everybody else.
Okay. Don't get in such a huff. I'll be right back.
But what if that star really is a God thing? No, Stuart, you're getting crazy on me. That's just crazy.
This is crazy! This is crazy!
That's what I was saying. Wait, what's crazy?
I know what's going on inside your barn. I've been inside your barn.
It smells like my barn.
Well, that's just the sheep do. I'm a shepherd.
How do you know what's going on inside my barn?
Because of that star in the alien angel things. He was just there, minding our own sheep. He was like, bah. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of them alien angel things. They're like, oh! He was like, bah!
And then what?
What?
After the bah and the oh and the ah.
They downloaded it into my brain.
They downloaded what into your brain?
Fear not, for I bring you great news of a great joy that shall be to all people. It shall be a sign to you. You shall find a babe, wrapped in cloth, and lying in a manger. Then there's a bunch of them alien angels. They're all singing and praising. And we just scared, looked at each other and said, let's go see if it's true. Sure enough, we went inside your barn and pop, out came the baby. Just like they said. Just like they said.
How do you know all of this?
Oh, it's etched in my brain. I can tell everybody. Everybody. Do you hear that? My mouth has gone dry as winter's wheat. Could I bother you for a glass of water?
Sure, you stay there. I'll be back.
Thank you. I mean, I've seen my share of lambs being born, and believe me, it's special everywhere. But this, that big old angel telling of a newborn Messiah, I reckon I never held a newborn. No. People don't seem to like the way we shepherds smell. Don't blame them. Sheeping ain't a clean business. But I can't hardly believe this is happening. I gotta get a grip. I gotta tell people. That's what I gotta do. I gotta share. Wait, who's gonna listen to me? It's not like I have much of a reputation to show up. Nobody looks past my way. I'm gonna be telling of an angel side and a Messiah coming. Okay. Maybe I gotta get my manners on. Yeah, that's it. I can remember that proper talk Mama always used to talk about when I was a kid. I gotta straighten up, check under my nails, brush my. Who am I kidding? There ain't no hiding this man. What am I supposed to do with all those sheep anyways? Just leave them here? That goes against every shepherding code ever written. Maybe I just ought to stay here. Wait, why did those angels come to me? There's hundreds more people more important than me in this valley. It just don't make sense. None of this makes any sense. Maybe God wanted things turned on its head. I mean, after all, you have a whole history of him doing that. Yeah, maybe that's it. Because some people those angels came to see tonight, well, we got a ragamuffin in our blood. And this important news seems like the most good news ever to be shared on God's green earth. Said, good news. Good news to all people. This shall be a sign to you. You shall find a babe wrapped in cloth. And here was real kicker. Lying in a manger. A Messiah in a feeding trough. I mean, my family didn't have two sticks to rub together when I was a kid. At least I had a bed to lay my head on. I've been waiting for this Messiah my whole life. Now, it seems like he may be more like me than I ever thought possible. But I do think those angels were a little off. He said, good news. This ain't good news. This is the best news ever. Come on, boys.
Where did he go? Maybe, just maybe, that star. quite amazing.
What are we doing?
Getting one last look at that star before it goes away. How's the baby?
Oh, he's doing fine. Just cleaning up now.
Mary?
She's fine, and Joe is sleeping.
Yes, yes.
They named the baby Jesus.
A very good name indeed.
What are you doing?
Estelle, look up there. What do you see?
Do you notice you always answer my question with a question?
I do? No, Estelle. I think the world is starving. Starving for hope. Starving for peace. Starving for love. What about you?
I ate already. See, you did it again.
Did what?
You answered my question with a question.
Okay, now where was I?
Everyone was starving.
Ah, yes. I don't know if you know this about me, Estelle, but I'm starting to take this pain and suffering thing very seriously.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
So I was sitting here, thinking.
Imagine sitting, thinking.
Then it just hit me.
Ooh, hope it didn't hurt too much.
What is the one ray of hope, peace, of love left in this world?
Donuts.
Estelle, be serious.
I don't know, Stuart. I will be right back.
I think it may be God. But I can't put my finger on it. No, I just can't seem to place it.
Is this the place?
The place?
Yes, the place. Come on, I haven't got time to waste.
All right. Don't be in such a haste. What's in the case?
The case?
Yes, the case.
I guess this is the place.
Your name?
Reuben King.
King? Stewart.
You can call me Reuben.
You can call me Stu.
Here's my card. I deal with impossibilities.
Impossibilities?
That's my job.
All right. What's in the case?
A barrage.
A barrage of what?
A bulk.
What kind of book?
Expensive bulk.
For whom?
For the baby.
For the baby.
For the baby in the barn.
For the baby in the barn? How do you know about the baby in the barn?
Follow the star.
You followed the star.
Follow the stars for the baby in the barn in Bethlehem.
You followed the star for the baby in the barn of Bethlehem. The star. The baby. Impossible.
That's my job.
Alright, who's the little drummer boy?
It's the little drummer boy.
The little drummer boy. What's he for?
He's going to bang on his drums for the baby in the barn in Bethlehem.
He's going to bang on his drums for the baby in the barn of Bethlehem? Beautiful. What ballad? You'll play your drums for him?
I'll play my best for him.
Rub-a-bum-bum, rub-a-bum-bum. All right, Drew. Enough babbling around. What's your beef?
Can I bounce a secret off you?
As he leaned in closer, I could only think of one thing. Take that?
Take it. With only 1.5 calories per minute.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Stu. I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm gonna be frank. I'm gonna be candid. I'm gonna be Kirk. I'm gonna be Captain Kirk. I'm not gonna pull the wool over your eyes. I'm just gonna lay all my cards on the table.
Get on with it, Rue.
Okay, Stu. The baby in the barn.
The baby in the barn.
The baby in the barn is the Son of God.
The Son of God?
Yes, the Son of God.
Impossible.
That's my job. Now, be a friend and get me a decaf coffee.
On.
Oh boy, do I have a problem. Oh, big problem if there ever was one. You, my friend, have been my quiet companion for all these years. By my side whenever I've needed you. I need you now, what to do. You and I have been on some long journeys together, but none so fantastic as this one. No, sirree, not a chance. Back season up again. I'll admit it, but only to you. There was a moment I thought we were on some kind of celestial snipe hunt. Certainly we could all see the star, quite a deal of undress, if you know what I mean. But after a while, you begin to doubt yourself. A moving star, Get out of here. Stars aren't supposed to move. Now, I know you've seen me doubt myself through many of our, in hindsight, mind you, ill-conceived expeditions. But this was different. We knew it as soon as the king called us to his chambers, as soon as we arrived in Jerusalem. King Herod himself, asking what we knew about the star, the baby, the possibility of a new king of the Jews. Curious to see all the treasures we brought. Now, I've had plenty of audiences with royalty, but King Herod is certainly one of the most intimidating of men. Oh, sure, all smiles and handshakes with a seemingly benign request. Let him know when we find the baby. He, too, would like to worship the new king. But instructions came in the night, the kind that come in dreams, dreams of biblical proportion. Can you believe I'm saying these things? Don't return to the king. That's simple. That's straightforward. And now this morning I find myself in a dilemma. Do I listen to the earthly authority or the godly type? The world traveler in me, the wise man in my head, so to speak, tells me to return to the king. Get a hearty pat on the back and an attaboy from the man on top. Nothing wrong with climbing the ranks, is there? But my heart tells me a different story. Something tells me that baby is worth every ounce of obedience I have to give, even if I don't quite understand the roadmap yet. Now, I've learned a thing or two over the years. Sometimes you gotta do the thing that doesn't make sense. That's what got us here in the first place, right? A moving star, the king of the Jews born in a barn. What has been ordinary up to this point? And following that star seemed difficult. I think following this little thing will be a much greater challenge. Yes, my friend, looks like we'll be taking the long way home.
Why is this late?
It's decaf, Estelle. What are you doing? The baby should be asleep.
We had to get out of there. The noise was too much.
The noise? What noise?
Well, there was this boy, and I assume he meant well, but he just kept banging on his drums. All he would do is bang and bang and bang.
So this is the Son of God. So magnificent. Mary, I have to ask, how did this happen?
I said yes, and God, He made the impossible possible. You've made quite a grand entrance into the world now, haven't you? Not the entrance a king would make. A manger of all places. No palace, no guard. Just a barn and a lot of hay, if you ask me. What am I to make of all these visitors? This silent night, it sure got loud fast. I'm sure you'd like to know how this all came to be, now wouldn't you? Well, on an ordinary day, more ordinary than anything you could imagine, an angel came to me. I know, I had a hard time believing it myself. He spoke of things that I couldn't really comprehend. He spoke of you, the Son of the Most High. And when he told me everything that would happen, events that felt altogether impossible, he looked straight at me, as if to ask, will you say yes? Well, this was the scariest yes I had ever uttered, to tell you the truth. This was an impossible yes that only God can make possible. Never in my wildest dreams. Speaking of dreams, is it okay that I have dreams for you too? All Mormons have dreams for their babies, you know. Even babies announced by heavenly hosts. oh, my child, I cannot begin to imagine the yeses that God will ask of you. So, we'll take things one day at a time. The yeses, the nos, I must stand by them as they come. God, please, please help me one faithful day at a time to keep saying yes.
You can go closer, Stuart. He's not going to bite.
May I? So, quite a sight you are. So human and yet so divine. You are truly remarkable.
Well, it is time for the banquet.
The banquet?
The banquet! Oh, he's right here. For that very baby.
Rue, you are a very wise man.
Wise man. I like that.
Stop. We need to get Mary a gift. Oh, perfect. Here. Take this. We have a lot of them.
Still, if two of my companions come looking for me, tell them I'm
In the barn. Bye-bye. Oh, and Mary census.
Mary, what now?
Mary census. It's the biggest thing to hit Bethlehem. So a phrase has been coined for this very special occasion.
Now, you owe me $2.
My friend, the biggest thing that hit Bethlehem in the world is what happened in your barn tonight. You don't need to be telling people Mary census. You need to be telling them Mary married to Christ on the barn after falling star all day. I didn't even get the shepherds in there, and they're still waiting. I've got to work on that. What a day that will change the world.
What it has been. I mean, did you see the baby? To think we had the Messiah in our barn? But what do you think King Herod's going to do about this? Let alone the entire town of Bethlehem? What will happen if word leaks out about this?
Extra, extra! Read all about it. Baby born in Bethlehem, king of the cradle, born in a barn.
Shut
Extra,
up.
extra!
No. See, it's already starting to happen. What if they don't believe him? What if they don't follow him?
Well, he works through you, and if he works through you, he can work through anyone, Stuart. Besides, it's a...
I know. Oh God, thing. I am trying to be better.
This moment, it's so...
Holy.
Yeah, holy. Well, I have to go. I've got a lot of mouths to feed. I've never felt closer to you than I do right now, Stuart. Also, I like it. It's good.
Thanks. Oh, Estelle. I love you.
I love you too.
Soon, Bethlehem will be waking up. People will be wanting food in their stomachs, and everyone will be rushing to sign up for the census. Everyone will be in their own little world. They won't realize the Savior was born today. No, I must get busy myself. So Mary census. No. Don't make it about money or possessions, Stuart. No. It's about Christ. The Christ child. He likes it. It was a silent night. A holy night. Yes, child, sleep while you can, because your work is about to begin. Silent night. Holy night. All is calm, and all is right.